176 miles, 2.5 hours from Moab, Utah. We are in between, coming from the direction of St. George and Hurricane, Utah. So we're on the 70, headed east. So hope you guys enjoy this video. It's kind of documenting our little family trip to Moab, Utah. Along the way, we document Potash Road to Shafer switchbacks and the Long Canyon Road back. Something different than what we usually do in some of our other videos. So I hope you guys enjoy. Along the way, throughout the trail, we stop and show some of the highlights of the trail and some of the scenic views. So if you guys are into that, smash the thumbs up button. If you're not, no big deal. I'll chapter the video so you can follow along. Took a little rest stop on our way to Moab and came across this cool little area in Indian State Park. Cabin that's built in 1906. Pretty neat. Family lived in this for 50 years. Built it and lived in it with their whole family. Husband, wife, and kids. Imagine living in that your whole life. Kids nowadays are spoiled. Beautiful out here.
Not close to us.
No, Melissa's more spoiled than you?
Yeah. She's always begging for makeup.
She's begging for makeup, he says. Check out what we got over here. What's up, buddy?
They probably built those little bench places.
Yeah.
But they probably didn't build the benches. I thought somebody built the seats.
Well, I tell you what, that freeway wasn't here when they lived here.
What? Oh, wow.
Oh, nice, huh?
You have to see water for once in 5 years.
Yeah, we don't see much water in Arizona, right? Beautiful. Hey, driving through southern Utah is gorgeous. So many sights just you see off the side of the road. So we just happened to stumble on this. Wanted to stop to use the restroom. Beautiful. What do you think, Melissa? Melissa's in her Birks still. She wasn't expecting to stop for some nature. She was sleeping in the back seat. Don't fall in that water, buddy.
Be quiet.
Skipping rocks?
What?
Skipping rocks?
I forgot how to skip.
You forgot? I don't think Crocs are meant for hiking. Speed limits here are fast, 80 miles an hour. If you're going 85, people are flying by you, so just be aware of that if you're on this stretch of the highway. Beautiful scenery though, plenty to stop and see, as you just seen previously. We found that kind of by accident, just stop and use the restroom. So kids are hungry, we're gonna stop, grab a bite to eat, and then continue on the road. All right, we are going to be doing Shafer Trail, starting on Potash Road, or Potash Road, however the hell they pronounce it, to Shafer Trail, and like the Shafer switchbacks. And right off the side here, right as soon as you enter the road, is like petroglyphs. We're checking those out. We are doing it in the stock 4runner. So we're here in Moab with the stock 4runner. Last time we came, we were in the actually, last time I came, I was in my buddy's lifted Tacoma, and then prior to that, came with the wife and kids in a Gladiator Mojave. So the 4runner still got stock tires, so we're just kind of keeping it simple, scenic trails. We'll take a look at the petroglyphs. You can't miss them; they're right on the side of the road. There's a sign even that says petroglyphs, and there's a million people stopped. So, you see them?
You see right here?
Yeah, right where the black is too. You can see them better. You guys can see that on camera. But they're actually, the reason why they're so much higher than the road is not because the people in ancient times were tall, but when they dug the road out, the road obviously is lower than it previously was when they carved out the dirt and stuff. So it actually helps preserve them though, since they're up so high now. Nobody can mess them up, touch them, wear them out. Pretty neat. Some over here too. They're actually all over up here. Right where the black starts, if you guys can see, you'll see them in there. And they go all the way across at that height. And a little higher. Pretty cool. Here's some lower ones.
No, they're probably punking us. State of Utah is probably just punking us. They might not be real.
All right, leaving the petroglyphs. The trail, you see the first part is gonna be paved for a while. You'll be on Potash Road, or Potash Road. Not sure how they pronounce it. And then we'll be picking up with you when we hit the dirt. So even if you guys didn't want to go down to the dirt, just driving on the paved portion before it turns to dirt is absolutely beautiful. You follow the Colorado River the whole time. The canyons are gorgeous. And there's a bunch of turnoffs, places you can stop for little hikes, and arches to go visit. So definitely worth the drive down here, just for the beauty of the drive. So when you envision Moab, it's kind of what you think of. This is kind of encompasses that. So we're on the dirt, and it's fairly smooth for the most part. When I say smooth, I mean no obstacles, nothing like that. It's semi-graded. I don't know if I'd recommend doing it in a car. Maybe something with a little bit of ground clearance. Any SUV probably be okay, but I wouldn't do it like in an all-wheel drive Corolla or something like that. I guess depends on when you come. But just already I've seen there's some rocks protruding out and potholes that you could probably take out an oil pan. So I would at least have a little bit of ground clearance if you're gonna do this. And we're doing it from Moab to the Canyonlands, not in reverse. This is the easier route to do it because you're climbing up instead of going down the switchbacks when you get to the switchbacks. And that just makes it a lot easier to navigate the switchbacks rather than trying to ride your brakes going down. You're just kind of climbing up. So you can see the views and the red rock, beautiful. And there's a bunch of overlooks. We'll stop and pick up with you on a couple of those. So you'll get to this point where you'll see from the distance where they have like these salt mines, and it'll look like you can go left or right. You just want to stay to the right. We're using Onyx Offroad, and I'm just following the route there. I pre-marked it. If you have an account with Onyx Offroad, you can pre-mark your route. So I did that last night on the laptop, and it just transfers to your account on your mobile device. Onyx is great. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but it's a great app. A lot of guys use it. So you'll see ahead here. Turn the corner, you know you're going the right way when you see these little pools of water, kind of, where they mine for the salt. There's a couple stop signs. Just going to go straight. It's pretty obvious where you need to go. And this section here is a good example of why you need at least an SUV with some decent clearance, because there's some rock and rutted out. It's not smooth. I know the camera makes everything look smooth, but I assure you that if you come through here in like a Honda Civic or something, you're probably going to leave with an oil leak or less at the bottom of your bumper. And you'll see straight ahead where they mine for that salt. You see the runoff coming down the rock, like white and crusty. And from what I understand, the salt that they mine here is what's used in your water softener systems. Kids having a good time back there?
I banged my head.
You banged your head? Really scenic so far, beautiful. And we haven't even gotten to the switchbacks yet. So, trail changes quite a bit. It goes from like hard packed dirt to like now we're kind of like on a slick rock bed, and that's kind of carved out too a little bit. So we just have it in 4 high just for because we are going uphill, so there's less slippage of the tires, but you could probably do this in 2-wheel drive high clearance vehicle. Had to stop here. I mean, this is gorgeous here. So as soon as you pass that salt mine section and you come up, you'll go right and you come up a hill. Definitely recommend high clearance on that hill, at least for the time we're here right now, which is June of 2024. And then this beautiful canyon just below. Absolutely gorgeous. See the 4runner. That's called Balance Rock. You'll see that on the right if you're coming from the same direction. And there's the salt beds where they mine it out. From what I understand, the process is they flood this with water with blue dye in it. It all evaporates, and then they scrape the salt off the top. You can see some salt there. If anybody knows the exact process and wants to correct me in the comments, feel free. But that's what I believe to be the case. Pretty neat to see. And you'll see signs all over in this section. Private property, so just stay straight on the trail and you'll be good.
Salt for sale, salt for sale.
Kids want it to stop. You can see some salt runoff. All the white. It's a whole salt river here. It looks wet, but it's actually very grippy. A lot of traction on it. It's like sandpaper. Oh, you got a big chunk of salt, Melissa? Let's show the camera.
I got chunks of salt.
You got chunks of
Here's
salt?
Ryan's chunks of salt.
All right.
I want to eat it.
Wait,
You don't
no,
eat it.
Mm.
That's some
Oh,
dirty
no.
salt, huh?
Can I? Can I?
Ew, cool.
What do you think will happen if I licked it?
Die.
I think people lick the salt. They didn't.
Kids getting a kick out of salt on the ground. See the views here, just everywhere you go. I mean, you could literally stop every 10 feet on the trail and just admire the beauty.
Dad, Melissa's licking it.
That's nasty. Tell her it's nasty.
But she's licking the clean side.
Kind of just walked up to run off a little bit. It's fairly dry. It's a little trickle of water, but love the red rocks. Probably a good place to stop for lunch if you wanted to. We're not quite ready for that yet. That's a big chunk of salt, buddy.
I wonder if there's water inside.
Melissa, I got a bigger chunk than you.
Come look at this.
I got a bigger chunk than you.
Feel this. Right. This one's kind of wet.
Just past where we were with the salt, just to the right. These rock formations don't look like mushrooms. Pretty cool. Just a little offshoot right off the road. Goes up to some little sandy section. You can make a U-turn, turn around.
I really wanted to keep that giant salt rock.
You can't take home all that salt, buddy. Took a break here for some lunch. Having some sandwiches. Good sandwiches, kids?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a couple people in Subarus, Crosstrek, and an Outback. I would probably say the minimum requirements, I would say, to do this road. Anything less than that, you may have an issue. We just talked to these people. They've never done a dirt road or a trail before. But we're going in the same direction as them, so if they have any issues, we'd help them out. But they should be fine. See that view right there? Perfect spot, stop for lunch. Nice canyon below there. Nice and cool. About 80 degrees today.
Let's see how far I can finish.
You will do me a sandwich, dude?
I'm saving some for later.
Oh, okay.
I ate like half of it.
Half of it? All right.
There's like 3 inches left.
All right. Just finished lunch, pulling out. I'm going to hit the rest of the trail here. Not sure how far up the switchbacks are, but we will definitely record some of that for you. It's definitely a couple blind corners, so got to stay to your side of the trail, because it is a two-way trail. The faces of those rocks, huh? Like somebody carved them out. Pretty cool. Where they eroded. Now, somewhere on this trail is where they filmed the scene from Thelma and Louise, where they jumped off the car off the ledge. That may be this spot here. I'm not 100% sure where it is. This is like a beautiful overlook right here, so we're gonna stop anyway. Take a look. Really cool spot. Definitely don't want to fall here. Quite the drop. See the Colorado River. I'd say this trail is definitely worth it so far. We're a little more than halfway through it, but it's not as smooth as they say it is. And the views are just awesome. Very scenic trail, I would describe it as. That you gotta still be paying attention a little bit to the road.
Subscribe!
This is a beautiful section of trail. Down in the canyon here. pretty narrow in some spots, but there are areas to move over. Some of the rock formation was just awesome. We are in Canyonlands now, so. A trail you need a permit for. You can see that from here. That way is where we're going. So this is the benefit of going this way, going up instead of down. You get to look back down on where you came from. That's where we came from. That's where we're headed.
If you look really closely, that dirt looks like a path, and the mountain looks like a I'm keeping my eye.
Such a tight turn, look like a dead end. What'd you say?
3 wheels.
3 wheels. The wheel never left the ground, dear. That was as
Like
flat
three wheels.
as can be. Oh boy.
It was not flat. It was a sharp turn.
Getting higher and higher.
That
These
one
switchbacks are no joke. Tight turns. Big vehicle. You're going to be making 3-pointers. You get a good glimpse down below here how the previous switchbacks, how narrow they are, how tight the turns they are. And they're blind corners, some of them, so coming up to them, they look like they're dead ends. And then you're going to either be making a hard right or left. So you kind of want to look up ahead if you can. Sometimes you can't look ahead, but make sure there's no other cars coming down because, again, it's a two-way trail. What we're probably going to do, but we'll call it when we get off this one, is instead of taking the road back, we will go up the road a little bit and hop onto Long Canyon Road. Take that back and make like a loop out of it. Tight switchback coming up. You can see how tight it is there on the screen. Almost the point. Let's take them a little wide, cut it in hard. In case you're wondering, I have it in 4-wheel low just for the throttle control purposes. But you can come up here at 4 high probably. But I have it in 4 low. Just keeps it tame and less jerky and just climb right up. Now going down, I'd probably suggest definitely 4 low if you have it, because it'll, and then keep it in first gear. This way you won't go flying down, because some of these are pretty steep. This way you're not riding your brakes, but going up is much easier. Again, the benefit of going up, you have to look back at everything you just did. All the climb. Pretty cool. Long day on the trail. Everybody's tired. We're not done yet. We're hitting Long Canyon Road. That's a quick one now. Ryan's out like a light. Long Canyon Road. We're gonna hit Long Canyon Road right here. So when you come out of the Shafer switchbacks and drops you off onto the road, forget the name of that road, but you're just gonna take that up. You're gonna make a right out of there, come up, and then you're gonna get to a bunch of other trails you can hit. One of them being Long Canyon Road. If you go past this, you'll get to Gemini Bridges. That's a lot longer way back. So we're gonna take this way. And this is a fun little trail. It's not that long. It's not that difficult either. We've done it before. So from this end of Long Canyon Road, a lot of it is just straight dirt until you get to the canyon. So see there on the map. All right, start of Long Canyon. When you come down that long straight dirt road, make your first left, you'll see the sign. And that's it. That's where we start. This is a pretty easy trail. Last time I did it, obviously things can change from year to year. But nice, scenic overlooks. It's like a lot of stuff in Moab. The color of the rocks are a little different. And this is that trail we have that long boulder that lays over the trail everybody parks under that you probably have seen. I've got a shot of that too. And here's why they call it Long Canyon. Because you're going through a Long Canyon. And there's that rock that everybody's familiar with, just ahead. Coming from the other way, it's quite a ways in. But if you're coming from this direction, last time we came from the other way. Looking at it from afar, it seems like you're not going to fit, but believe it or not, you got plenty of room. And there she is. There's the shot. Long Canyon Rock. Really fun little trail. Get the thumbnail picture. Got the missus taking photos. And we're gonna get back on the trail. Here's a good shot from up here of the Long Canyon Road. So we're gonna make our way all the way down and through. So I would categorize this trail, guys, as a little bit more technical than the Shafer Trail, Potash Road. There's a little bit more ups and downs and cresting you do on this trail, but still not hard. I wouldn't categorize it as hard. It's still fairly easy. I think Onyx rates this and the other one both at a 2 out of 10. I would say if this is a 2, if Potash Road was a 2, this is a 3.5, 3 maybe. I don't think they're both equal at all. So let's keep that in mind. We just let a couple of a Land Cruiser and a Lexus past us. They look like they had a couple inch lift and some 33s on them. We're running stock shocks and stock tires, so we're not in any rush. Well, guys, that is it. That's Long Canyon Road. Not that hard. Definitely scenic, but fairly quick. So if you want to do the loop with the Potash Road, Shafer switchbacks trail, and then go up the road, turn right onto Long Canyon, take that back down to Potash Road, the paved part. It'll drop you out on right here. Put it back in 2-wheel drive and head that way back to Moab. So that'll do it for this video, guys. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And we're going to head back to the hotel, go in the pool, and get some dinner. What do you think, Ryan?
Like and subscribe.
Offroad.
Definitely like and subscribe to Odyssey Offroad. Catch you guys out in the next one. Smash that thumbs up button on your way out. See you out on the trail.